Hi, Legal Secretaries, it's Lisa again. I hope you're feeling okay and your families are healthy. Now, I know I've done this with you before, but I just want to go over hard space again because I know some of you are making a few mistakes, okay? So, hard space. This is where we glue two words together or several words together to make sure they don't drop on the next line because some things must not drop onto the next line, okay? So, the first one is, can you see here? You must never split people's names, okay? So Mrs. Lavinia Cuthbert should all be on one line. Now the way to do this is I'm going to turn on the show hide button, okay? I'm going to zoom up so you can see, hopefully you can see a bit more. Now can you see between each word, there's a tiny, it's like a full stop, but it's in the middle of the word. There's these little pilcrows, which means you pressed enter, okay? And I can't think anything else weird to show you, okay? So what we need to do is that little full stop that's in the middle, that is actually the space bar. So I need to take that out and put in a non-breaking space or a hard space, okay? So I effectively glue the words together. To do that, what I've done is I've clicked after Lavinia. I'm going to backspace, get rid of that space bar, but I'm going to put another one in, but I'm going to glue Lavinia to Cuthbert with a space. And to do that with my keyboard, I'm holding down the control key, the shift key, and the space bar. And can you see it's put a little degree symbol between Lavinia and Cuthbert, which is great. Okay, that's exactly what I needed. But now I've got Mrs. on the other line. I can't have that either. So what I'm going to do is go behind Mrs., press backspace and do control shift spacebar. Okay, now that is perfect because it's all on one line. I've put show hide and I'm going to turn it off so you can see. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, going to look at the second paragraph. That looks all right. Third paragraph looks all right. This one, problem here. Okay, so we've got 10 Laburnum Crescent. Obviously 10 Laburnum Crescent has to be kept together. It cannot be split over different lines. So I'm going to put on the show hide button. I'm going to go click after that spacebar there, press backspace, and then control shift spacebar. Again, we've got 10 on its own. That belongs with Laburnum Crescent. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to go backspace, control shift spacebar. Perfect. Okay. Next paragraph, town names. Town names should never be split either. For example, a town near me is Bishop Stortford. It should all be kept on one line. So I'm going to do the same again. I am going to click after Bishops, backspace, control shift spacebar. And Weston-super-Mare, that should be kept together. So I'm going to click after Weston, backspace, control shift spacebar. Now notice I don't have to put a space there because it's already gone to the next line. So Weston-super-Mare is on its own. Okay. Christmas Day, 25th of December 2017. Well, Christmas Day can stay on one line, but 25 can't because it's a date. You must never split up dates. So again, after the 25, backspace, control shift spacebar. Okay. And then time should never be split. So you see you've got 2 there and you've got PM here. That's not good enough. So after the 2, click there, backspace, control shift spacebar. Okay. Now sometimes you're going to see different ways that time is displayed. So normally I like to use a 2 p.m. and a 9 a.m. type thing. That seems to be what Silex do like. But sometimes they do go into the 24-hour clock. So when you go to 24-hour clock, I don't want to see 17.00. That's not right. It's 1700 hours. And 1700 hours should be kept together. So I'm going to go backspace and control shift spacebar. Okay. Measurements, that's important as well. So measurements should never be split. So for example, I've given you some examples here like kilograms, millimeters, etc., etc. We've got 5 mils there. So again, backspace, click there, backspace, Control Shift Spacebar. And car registrations. This can actually catch you out sometimes. So you've got LV67 VOS if this was my personal number plate, but it really isn't because I can't afford it. I'm going to click after 7, backspace, Control Shift Spacebar. Okay, that's basically it. So remember, Control Shift Spacebar. Much easier if you turn on and off the show hide button. Okay, looks much better. Right, I hope that made sense to everybody. Control Shift Spacebar for a hard space or an unbreakable space. Thanks very much. Bye.